want, desire, believe. When I say I want it that way.
When we are two worlds apart, you can't.
咖喱豆腐干来当，得上不得当不下。
That I want it that way.
Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one? I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me,
You are my fire, the one desire.
you are. Don't wanna hear you say nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say, oh yeah, I want it that way. Tell me why it ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way.
大部分都走这一条。
这一条吗？
哪一条？
哦，没有，应该那边吧。这个全球只有2个地方有，台湾跟日本。
visions around you bring tears to your eyes, and all that surrounds you are secrets and lies. I'll be your strength, keeping your faith when it's gone. Standing here all alone, and I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong, till the day my life is through. This I promise you, this I promise you.
Love you forever, in lifetimes before, and I promise you never will you hurt anymore. I'll give you my word, I'll give you my heart. This is a battle we've won.
Hi.
Forever
Has now begun. Just close your eyes each loving day, and know this feeling won't go away till the day my life is through. This I promise you, this I promise you. Take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong, till the day my life is through. This I promise you, babe. Oh, yeah. Just close your eyes each loving day, and know this feeling won't go away. I promise you, every word I say is true. This I promise you. Ooh, I promise you.
One big cất chở hết rồi.
Về 回家。 该是最后了哈，应该后面没有了。今日救金算正常啊。
不能话你困在救金啊。
哎，进到这里面就很香的茶味。坐不下的这边还有位置啊。你那个花很漂亮呢。
伊还好啊，伊就是讲伊食个这。
艰苦是艰苦，天就算得算。
人家讲要拜3工2暝，所以我讲用1工以就。